horse. And so ever since then, we've just always been careful to make sure that we wrap him when we're riding him hard and take care of that. And that's definitely showing as something that's like hurting him now. So we're wrapping him to keep the extremity warm and to give him support. I actually just ordered him some Back on Track copper wraps as well, to try to like help with that. And he's getting re-x-rayed because he's up right now from the injections. They have to stay up for a little bit. We're going to re-x-ray him and like look at his suspensory specifically. Next Wednesday I have an appointment. And so if that's the case, we might have to do something more towards like soft tissue. But if we find that that suspensory has like calcified, or like we can't really do much for that other than like possibly nerving him, which I don't really know how I feel about that. So anyway, I'm not losing out hope that there's not options for us that might work, because he does look better today than he did 2 days ago. And, you know, I think the cold weather coming, that definitely is going to aggravate arthritis. That's definitely going to accentuate those issues if he was being uncomfortable in some spaces. But I just want to make sure we're not letting any of this go too far without you know, trying to find what works for him. So anyway, right now we're kind of in like the diagnostic stages and trial and error. And that's the one thing that's bad about horses, is they can't like tell you what's hurting specifically. But I will say he was not putting weight on that left foot, and now he's resting and has full weight on it, which I think those wraps are helping. So if you've dealt with something similar, would love to hear how you handled it with your old geriatric horses. Ring bone, you know, that's something that I've seen in young horses before, and that definitely cuts their life short. But on these older guys, it is one of those things where, unfortunately, this is the age where stuff starts going wrong a lot of the time. And then you just got to figure out what works for them and what is worth, you know, their quality of life and you know, things like that. And so let's just cross our fingers we can figure out some stuff that works.